said, you know what, I'm gonna try it. I think a day later, boom, there's Joseph on the phone. Beautiful room. Now, was it Rod Stewart who owned this home directly before you?
He was renting this house while he was building. That's funny, Rod Stewart is on the... That's really weird.
That's funny. How is working with Joseph?
13 years.
What kind of intensity is that? He's like, oh my gosh. He's like,
I'll leave.
I wasn't expecting this. This is my friend. Joseph, MTV Cribs, tell me what we got here. We got the boxing gloves. Tell me about these sunglasses.
Muhammad Ali. I think if I hadn't bought a house, I don't think I would have made it. I would have still been working for somebody.
Here we go.
So I can taste the pizza.
This is the money.
Yeah, I must have made, I don't know, 100,000 pizzas.
Wow. Of what to wear. Literally.
I'm laughing because you're comparing me to these guys.
We used to call it.
I just want to be flattered. But then...
Wow. That's so good.
Thank you. We've been here almost 30 years, 29
30 years.
And Rod Stewart used to live here.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, that's it. Beverly Hills, we've been here for 30 years, almost 30 years.
I was looking at pictures from your younger days.
Oh, yeah?
Handsome man. Ooh, very I said, how's he so handsome at this age? I said, I got to see him 30 years ago, 20 years ago too.
No.
Even more.
No.
Yes. All right, so
we have, it's raining, as you know.
Yes.
And we have leaks, and we have somebody who's trying to fix the leaks.
Yes.
And
is the leaks, you know what I've heard a lot of people, is this a big thing in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
When you guys get the rain?
Yeah, usually there is no rain.
There's no rain. Yeah. And I've heard this from other people, some beautiful homes.
Thank you. It's only here.
Yes.
I think they're working on it right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess the water just leaked this way.
I'm going to bring the umbrella. We're going to step outside anyway. We have to. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So you have the bar.
We have the bar.
Yes.
We have the bar, and it's a mess now from the Christmas parties.
Yes. So do you guys host a lot of company?
We do. We used to do, especially when I was in the business. We used to do a lot.
Yeah.
And this hasn't been remodeled. This has been 30 years. You know, the house is 35 years old.
Yes.
So,
wow.
And then here is our Christmas room, actually.
Yeah.
That's where the Christmas tree used to go, and another Christmas tree, and all the decorations. And this is what Christmas morning is all about, since the kids were very little.
Yeah.
And
my gosh.
that's where we at, yeah.
This is beautiful. So is it your wife that designs everything?
Yes.
Does all that?
Yes.
You just kind of show up and do what you do?
I'm in charge of the outside.
Got it.
I'm in charge of the
outside. Got it. What was the inspiration for the outside for you?
Well, I actually, I really wanted to do, it's raining a little bit. I guess not raining that badly. So I really, went for something. It wasn't anything like this at all. This is all our doing. Mm-hmm. I want something that calm, peaceful. You can sit anywhere and feel like you're away from everything. And, and also because I'm a cook. I did my barbecue.
Yes.
My barbecue over there. This is the entrance to our Moroccan room.
Yes.
Which is we do all the dining, because it's off the.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, you got the tiki lights up top.
Yeah.
Why does tiki lights make any yard look even better? I don't know what it is. Yeah. I love these lights.
Yeah, really beautiful lights. Here we can get away from the rain, actually.
Yes.
It's our Moroccan.
Beautiful.
It's covered a little bit, so.
Beautiful.
So
Joseph, have you found your newfound fame now? You've produced over 100 movies. Great business person. You did the interview with Peter Santinello.
Yeah.
And everybody listening, this is the serendipitous, because you said, how great is America, where you can come here with zero and build something great. I was so inspired by Joseph's video with Peter that I said, I got to reach out to him. Yeah, nice. I never thought I would hear from you. It was this little contact form on a website. I said, my wife says, you know what? Reach out to him and ask him about a recommendation for some Middle Eastern restaurants. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. I think a day later, boom, there's Joseph on the phone. who left me a voicemail, and I think my wife, we just started laughing. I said, I can't believe this is happening right now. So fast forward to now, and tell us a little bit about Joseph.
It's okay, you can go.
Oh.
This is actually, this painting is a friend of mine who was an art director in the movie business, and he did this painting 30 years ago. And actually, he did a lot of other guys. I recommended to Steven Seagal, and actually he had one done for a lot of people in the business.
Wow.
And this is painted right on the wall. It's on canvas.
Beautiful.
That's on canvas. And just to match it, we used to have flowers is the same colors. That plant right here, we used to, in the summer, we'll have them like outside here and there, almost like 3D.
Where do you spend the most time in your house?
Oh God!
When you guys are home,
we use every single room.
Every single room.
Every day. I mean, definitely here, because all my kids, they cook.
Yes.
Everybody cooks.
Everybody cooks. Yes.
They don't like to eat in the restaurants.
And you said that, and I really loved that you said this. You said if you could go in schools or have any class, you would teach people at a young age, gather around food, create food, make food as a family.
How to cook, how to really cook healthy food. Because right now, I think the biggest devastation for our country right now is obesity and diabetics, and it's not people's fault. It's just nobody really taught them how to cook. You can for the same amount of money, you can go through a drive-through window at Jack in the Box or Carl's Jr. or whatever, spend $10-12, or you can get some beans and vegetables and cook it yourself, and you have a wholesome meal.
Do you think there's correlation between wealth and eating habits?
Money, obviously, you can explore and you can learn and you can have a cook for you, but I really think the most important thing for any family, and I know it's hard, you get up in the morning, you take the kids to school, and the easiest thing is just to go through a drive-through. But that's the worst thing you can do.
100%.
You really need, spend a little time when you come in from work. I know after a hard day of work, but now everything is available. You have like a crock pot. You can cook. You can buy vegetables. I mean, it's if you open my refrigerators, it's no meat.
Yes.
No,
look at that.
Just soups and pomegranates and then if you open,
yes,
it's all vegetables.
And you know what I noticed too?
Everything is vegetables.
A true good fridge, there's Tupperware, leftovers. Yes,
it's all vegetables.
Yes,
it's all, So and it's really cheaper than fast food. Believe it or not.
Of course it is.
Than fast food.
Of course it is.
If you cook something, it's always, the vegetables. Avocado is, I don't know, $1.50, $2, whatever it is. You can make avocado toast. You go to the restaurant, they charge you $15, $16, and they give you half of avocado. Not even. By the way, this kitchen is 35 years old.
Wow.
Never been remodeled.
Yes.
It is 35 years old.
So you bought this as is.
This one, it was the way it is.
Exactly the way it is.
Exactly.
Wow.
We've never remodeled it. This kitchen,
Now, was it Rod Stewart who owned this home directly before you?
He was renting this house while he was building another house.
Okay.
In a place called Beverly Park.
Is that Denzel and all the? Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Which is now he's selling that house for $80 million or $85 million.
Where is he? Is he moving?
I really don't know, but I know it's his house. Well, this is our dining room. Actually, everything here, my wife had built with the carpenters. This was built special. This was built the columns.
Beautiful.
Everything here was custom built.
And do all three of these columns light up like that? Like how you have the light in the corner there?
Yeah,
gorgeous.
That was added.
Yes.
So
beautiful. And this is big family get-togethers, formal dining,
14 people. We can get 14 people.
Wow.
Usually, yeah.
Beautiful. Because do you have a big, Emilia, you have 3 children?
I have 3 children.
Yeah.
And I come from a family of 10. My mom has 10 kids.
My gosh, lots of siblings, okay.
Yeah, lots of siblings. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Rod Stewart is on. That's really weird.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's Rod Stewart.
I'm telling you. Hey, Rod Stewart. Hey, I'm in your home. You rented here before.
Yeah.
So, what is your passion? You're passionate about film. Is this early childhood that you became really passionate about films and movies? And
Yeah, I think I said it on Peter. I think we can go to the office, or
sure,
we can go here.
anywhere you want.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, anywhere you want.
Okay, so hey, Anthony. Anthony.
Oh, hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? You don't mind being on camera, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, if not, we can edit out.
Yeah. Are you gonna have lunch? Did you have lunch?
I can get out of it.
Okay, go ahead.
What does Anthony do here?
Anthony has been with me for 10, 12 years, 11 years, 10 years?
Almost 13 years.
13 years.
Okay, hey. So Anthony, how is just hold this in your hand.
Sure.
How is working with Joseph?
So 13 years.
What kind of intensity is that? He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, I wasn't expecting this. No, what's the behind the scenes on Joseph? Working with somebody who's a power player in the world.
A power player. That's funny.
It's a great learning experience because we're in so many different industries. So Monday might be real estate, and then Tuesday might be a pivot to, say, the Laugh Factory, and so always have to be on your feet and prepared for whatever happens.
So let me ask you, you do this though. How do you find yourself in this opportunity 12, 13 years ago?
I met Joseph because we have a connection in Florida.
Oh, okay.
In Gainesville.
Yeah.
That's where I'm originally from, and he lived there for a small part of his life.
Okay.
But he was your roommate, right? This guy that was Todd. He was
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was roommates with a guy in Florida. And my mom knew this guy. So when I was 19 years old, I was in LA for about a year, and my mom was talking to this guy, and he said, "Oh, I know Joseph in LA. Your son should meet him." So we actually got connected, through tennis, and I came over and played paddle tennis. And Joe said, "I'm only going to beat you once at this game, and then after that, that'll be it."
He almost because he's a pro. He's like one of the top 10 players. Yeah. Yeah.
So, we got connected through paddle tennis, and I was friends for a couple years. And then when I was 21, I came on board here, working on the entertainment side and eventually real estate. Yeah.
And he got his degree from while you're working here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. He kept going to school and he got his degree. And now he lives in one of we were going to develop a house right here on Tower Grove. So he lives in Beverly Hills for the last 6 years, all by himself.
So what's your official title here? Chief Do-It-All. I know that. I get that.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
That's called the CDA, the C-suite executive position.
And you're Canadian, right?
I'm Canadian.
So I'm a dual citizen as well.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Are you? So you from Canada as well?
I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
So obviously not Canada.
Yeah.
But my dad's originally from Siberia.
Wow.
And then escaped to Canada. So my whole dad's side is over there, and I just got citizenship because why not?
Wow.
Yeah.
Why not? Have you been to Canada before?
Yeah, I've been to Montreal.
Yeah.
Ottawa,
Yeah.
and sometimes we'll go maybe every few years to Mont Tremblant.
Okay.
Hopefully I didn't butcher that, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Americans will read it as Mont Tremblant, but yeah, I try to pronounce it right.
Canada, Joseph?
Oh, I shot movies in Canada.
Where in Canada?
We were in Toronto several times. We shot a movie with Omar Sharif. We shot movies with, I think Jason Statham and Wesley Snipes and different people I love Canada. I love Canadians. They're amazing.
Well, man,
Amazing.
I will. Do you have an Instagram or anything that you want us to shout out? While you're on it, he's good. He's like, I'm with Joseph. I'm good. Nice to meet you, my friend.
We can cut whatever.
That's great. Yeah, this is beautiful. And what are these, Joseph? You got some hardware up here.
No,
Make sure I don't get anything important.
No, there's nothing really.
Wow, this is beautiful. Wow, best director, 1991, Joseph Merhi. Am I pronouncing your name right too, Joseph?
Yes,
I've
yes.
I've said it, I think, 12 times. I probably
Yes.
should have asked them the first time, but this is beautiful.
Thanks.
Now, so you work out of here mostly, or do you work out of here as well, this office?
He works from this office. I have an office upstairs actually.
Okay.
And whenever we need to do something, I come down or he calls me for whatever. But mostly it's just Anthony, and he lives only 5 minutes away from here.
Good for you, man. This is great, eh?
Yeah, we play pickleball here too.
Wow. So what would you say is, what's the number one thing you like about LA?
The number one thing I like about LA is there's so many things to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like
That's okay, no.
I feel like people who live here don't actually explore the city they live in. They stay in like their area, but there's so many great like day trip places you can go to that are within an hour away, and have fun. So that's what I like about
And
it.
also in the States in general, because we love to travel. So if I go somewhere, I like to see all the surrounding areas, and I like to see the good and the bad and the ugly, and
Sure.
get like a good, sense. Because we stopped in Bend, Oregon, to here. I've never been to Bend
Yeah.
before. Have you been to Bend, Joseph? Bend, Oregon.
I haven't been,
Couple
but
hours from
I have
Portland?
I have two
No.
friends that live there,
Yes.
and it's a great like if you're an outdoors person, like it's just beautiful. And they have my friends live there because they're pickleball players, but they have indoor pickleball there.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge. I like it. All right. This is kind of a segue too. Is that so? You own a portion of the Laugh Factory, or you're invested into it?
There is the founder is Jamie Masada. He owns the brand.
Yeah.
He's the one who started in Hollywood, and he allowed us to open one with him
Yeah.
in Vegas, Reno, Covina, and some other places we're looking into.
Wow. Wow. So then, so media, real estate, hospitality.
Restaurants, hospitality, yes.
I mean, true entrepreneur.
Well, I don't know. Just if you look for,
But
whenever.
you see all these people online. I call them the quote unquote, gurus and fake gurus and how to do this and how to do that. And they say, pick a niche and focus on one thing, become great at that, then expand. What do you say to those people who, do you focus on one thing? Do you gotta start?
Definitely best if you can, do what you best first and secure that, the first investment, first job, first situation. Like for me, out of necessity, I came here and I started washing dishes, and I was a short order cook.
Yes.
So for me, it was natural for me to open a pizzeria. So I
Yes.
started in the pizza business.
Yes.
So from there, I was lucky enough to meet a friend of mine who said, do you want to buy a piece of real estate? Just a little invest in real estate. And I think if I hadn't bought a house, I don't think I would have made it. I would have still been working for somebody, because
Wow.
I bought the house.
All right, so we got Joseph here, the master chef, making the shake. So Joseph, what's in the shake again?
Okay, there's bananas,
Yeah.
pear,
Yeah.
anything you have, apples, anything you have. Just
And then we have
throw
some
'em in there.
blueberries, pomegranates. We got some grapes, strawberry. Ooh, fresh.
Throw some of this. Throw some of
And so when
this.
you own the pizza store, so all the pizza places that you had were in Vegas, correct?
Yes. Well, there's one here in Covina that I opened for my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's one here in Covina.
What was it about a pizza place that intrigued you to start that? Was it cost? Was it demand?
No, it was again by luck and accident. When I was living in Vegas and I was working in restaurants, and, I met a girl, and she's my first full-time girlfriend, and we got really serious. And she asked me if I will go and meet her parents in Silver Spring, Maryland. So we go for Christmas to meet her parents, and it was snowing, like 5 feet of snow. City shut down, quiet. The only thing was open was a pizzeria.
Wow.
So I started going every day. We were there for a week, every day to go get a pizza and just sit down and talk to somebody. Okay. And then the guy was just making dough, and I said, "Can I help you with the dough?" He goes, "Yeah, come in." And he starts showing me, and I fell in love with the pizza and the process, what he was cooking and doing. Went back to Las Vegas, sold my home, and opened a pizzeria.
Wow. What inside you, just allowed you to take those kind of steps where most people do not take those types of steps.
You know what?
Fear, failure, all of the above.
The biggest step I took, I came here from Syria to Florida to Los Angeles because I wanted to make movies, and realized very quickly the city is way too expensive. I can't save enough money. And the guy who was the manager for the apartment, and I lived in a really bad part of the town right here, and Rampart, really.
Wow, yes.
Really
Oh,
bad,
yes.
really bad.
They made movies about that place.
And he said to me, I was telling me, I can't pay the rent and do this, and now I need to save money and go to school. And so he said, I know it's very tough. He goes, you need to go to Vegas. I said, Vegas? What's in Vegas? He goes, so he told me, he said, back then you can make some tip, you can have a couple of jobs, it's cheaper rent, cheaper everything. So that's the first move. I thought it was a very bold move, just to pack and just leave.
Wow.
Because I already established, I had a couple of friends here, I was going to school, I knew the city a little bit, and just to go to a place where I've never been. And that's the biggest move. And I think it was a bigger move than even moving from Syria to Florida.
Wow.
Because I thought, because I was completely isolated again.
Yes.
And start looking for jobs. But pretty soon I got a job, then I got a second job, and you start saving money and adopted to the city. And because I knew the pizza business when I went to Maryland, then I opened one in Vegas,
Wow.
And I got the worst location because I didn't have
location.
I didn't have any credit.
Yeah.
I didn't have any, so they gave me a place where they couldn't really rent. It was very narrow and long.
Yeah.
And made it work. Just made it work.
Wow. So then now was pizza a favorite food of yours at the time? Or you said, no, this is just a good business?
Still is.
Okay.
It still is.
Yes. What kind of pizza do you like?
Well, it's mine. I make them.
Yes.
My sister.
Yes, pizza. There's a cool show on YouTube. It's called One Bite. Have you heard of it?
I've heard.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy.
So what I do
yes.
whenever I go to my sister's,
Hey, that's okay.
whenever I go to my sister's, I make these pizzas and I bring them. I bring them here.
Oh my gosh.
If I wanna
Look at this.
You want to have a pizza?
I might have to try a piece. But here's where my wife goes. You know where she goes in the fridge?
Yeah.
Loves the pita. Where do you get the pita from? Is this the best place for the pita?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta grab one of these out here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, and then again, vegetables.
Look at that, clean.
Vegetables.
Whole foods. All whole foods.
Vegetable.
Yep.
Vegetables. Everything is vegetable.
Do you drink?
Rarely.
Rarely,
I
yeah.
don't drink.
This,
My wife loves to drink. She drinks.
What does she like to drink? What's her cocktail of choice, or is she wine?
She loves, if you see over there, all kind of tequila.
Oh, geez, okay.
All kind of tequila.
Tequila, wow. And Joseph, we seen the bar earlier too, which is really nice. And you guys are big Costco people.
Huh?
I see you guys are big Costco people.
She loves-
I see the Kirkland brand in the house.
She loves Costco. My wife loves Costco.
And so this is the pizza Joseph's
The artist
referring
pizza,
to.
yeah.
Look at that.
We're gonna put one in there.
Pre-made,
See, half made.
half made, yeah. And this is the Artist
The artist pizza.
Pizzeria,
It's on Covina,
Covina.
and that's
And this is your sister's.
my sister. We opened it after the Civil War.
Wow.
After the Civil War,
Oh my goodness. Tell me you are Syrian without telling me you're Syrian. Every Middle Eastern family has one of these old Vitamixes. My in-laws have this same Vitamix 5200. This thing is ancient, but it's efficient. Look at that. This is so good.
This is ginger.
So Joseph's making the smoothie. Ooh. And it's the little touches in the house. Candles, beautiful. Look at that.
Here we go.
Thank you, Joseph. All right, we got to do a cheers for that. Cheers, my friend. The verdict is amazing. Ooh, the banana sweeten it up too.
This is all natural. Nothing.
Oh my goodness. This is good.
Now we're gonna make the pizza.
Now, to Joseph's point about money, if you go buy this out anywhere, this is going to be $7, $8.
$12.
For $12. Yeah, we're in LA. I should say probably $12.
LA is, yeah.
Now, Joseph, what you used to make it, how much does that cost? What's the cost on that for you doing it yourself?
Only one pear, one banana, some yogurt, a little bit of Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe $2, $3 tops.
See?
We have 3 of them.
There you go. There you go.
Like $1, $1.50 each.
Oh, here we go.
So you can taste the pizza.
This is the money shot. Look at that. Joseph's Pizza Days.
Yeah, I must have made, I don't know, 100,000 pizzas.
Wow. I feel like pizza is such a happy food.
It is.
Like when people eat pizza, have you ever seen anybody get upset when eating pizza?
No.
You know, like even to this day, my kids and my wife, we say, "Oh, we're gonna have pizza tonight." Everybody, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna have pizza!" And there's something very, very psychological about the box. Like,
Since we made movies, we shot almost in every street in LA.
Wow.
Every city.
Yes.
You show up and say, okay, you're shooting in this scene, this
Yes.
scene, in Pasadena. I love Los Angeles. I love what it offers. Night before last, we went to a birthday party. My wife's friend, her mom turned 90 years old. It's the California Club. I mean, it's built in the early 1900s. The high ceiling, the beautiful, beautiful hotel. There are, different things in LA, that you don't see it in many, many cities. I mean, I love New York to visit, but I don't know if I can live in New York.
Just the hustle bustle, or just the layout of the city?
I love my routine. I have a routine. Today is raining. Normally, I get up in the morning, 7 o'clock, 7:30, put my shoes on. And I start walking. I go for a couple of hours walk.
Yeah.
I get my coffee. I meet a friend of mine for coffee or whatever.
What do you do for time hacks? Because your time is your most valuable asset. How do you maximize your time? The question I'll give is, if you look at people like Mark Zuckerberg or even Steve Jobs, they literally wore the same outfit. They chose an outfit they liked. They bought 20 of it, and they put on the same thing every day, so that they did not have to make a decision in the morning of what to wear. Literally,
I'm laughing because you're comparing me to these guys.
We used to call it decision fatigue. No, but it's not. No, the comparison is there because there's a certain level you've reached in life that, quite frankly, most will never get to.
Well, I dress like this all the time. I dress simply very comfortable clothing. Once in a while we go out to dinner, I have to put a jacket on or something. But I don't dress. I mean, I don't need to impress anybody, so I don't dress to go out and, I'm not going to a bank to get a loan and I need to put a nice suit on. I mean, just to everybody. It's very casual. That's another reason. Come in. Here's my daughter.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi, nice to you. Probably don't want to be on camera. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Okay. She's good. That's Joseph's daughter. Joseph is a YouTube star now. So now he started another business venture of we're gonna call it the Joseph Wisdom Merhi YouTube channel.
Of course, make
Yes.
Then you have to be on camera.
I'm just a fly in the wall.
I just worked out, I'm not camera ready.
Yes, interesting. Oh, so what is it like being Joseph's daughter? I feel like I'm getting better than Peter got. I'm getting some access to some different people. I'm meeting some staff. What is it like being Joseph's daughter? I'll cut this part out, but I gotta know.
It's the best.
Karina actually, my first child, and I had sold my company
Yeah.
when Karina was born.
Yeah.
And she doesn't remember this. I said, all this time I spent with her, and I said, do you remember? She said, no. So I used to take her with me everywhere. When she was 3, 4, 5 years old, till she goes to school or after school, I'll take her with me everywhere. Take her to see my friends, I take her to a meeting, and she was with me all the time.
Wow.
But she didn't remember any of it.
Wow. And Joseph said everybody in the family knows how to cook. And now you literally came around the corner and said, I'm going to cook some breakfast.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is true.
Yeah,
I do cook.
And if you see my son come now,
He cooks.
he has to cook. He cooks.
So does all your kids live at home here now? Or is they're moved
two,
out?
Two of them. Actually, Karina
Karina, are you the youngest, middle, or oldest?
The oldest.
Oldest. Oh,
when
you're
she
the boss.
When she graduated from school, she did the Fast and Furious 10, and she worked on it for like 6 months, 8 months. Karina, how long did you work with Spiro?
For a year.
For a year.
What did you do on the?
Assistant to the director?
Wow.
And she worked, and she went to Bangkok, right? Not. Did you go?
No.
Not
We were
Bangkok.
like in the jungle.
In the jungle and.
Is this Baldwin Hills?
This was Tbilisi, Thailand.
Thailand.
Thailand,
I
and
don't
then
work in film business.
yeah, she went to Thailand, and she went to the country of Georgia, and it was the Fast and Furious number 9, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Number 9, and then she went into the banking business for
Yeah.
a little bit, and
I'm obsessed with filming locations. We went to the Baldwin Hills on Palmadora Drive where they filmed Denzel's Training Day, where he did that scene where he's like, "Oh, only, what does he say? He's like King Kong, eh?" But that area is whoa. It's there's areas no joke here. That you really got to be careful going to.
For sure.
Wow. So she's just coming out to make breakfast, and she's like, "What is my dad doing now?" But is this true? So it's not surprising.
No.
Okay, elaborate on that. I gotta know.
I mean, this house is always filled with people.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things I really respect and love about my parents is they have a huge house, but they really fill it with love and people and food always. Yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah.
he seems like he's always willing to do the next unplanned adventure.
For sure.
Wow.
Oh, he's very spontaneous. He'll say, let's go to China tomorrow, pack your bags.
we were just talking about going
Yeah.
to China next month.
Or any other destination. But then he'll change his mind in an hour, so you have to catch him when he's ready to go.
Karina, what is it? So what do you do now? So you went to
I
school
teach
and then-
Pilates.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a Pilates
And then
instructor.
what did you go to school for?
I studied economics and English
Yeah.
with a minor in health and wellness.
So what is it like living in LA? I mean, it's probably the place you know. But
yeah.
How do you describe growing up in LA?
I mean, I had the best childhood. No complaints there. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. LA specifically, love-hate relationship.
What's the hate? Let's hear the hate part. What is the connection with the Laugh Factory? How did you get involved with the Laugh Factory? Because this is kind of feels like a wild card for me because I know you have the real estate,
I
the
mean-
movies, and then you mentioned it briefly on the phone, the Laugh Factory.
I made 2 movies with Rodney Dangerfield,
Okay. Funny guy.
and Rodney Dangerfield. One day we became really good friends, and he doesn't live far from here. So one day he called me, and he said, I'm going to the Laugh Factory to test my material. And you want to come? I said, sure. So I picked him up, and we went to the Laugh Factory, and he will go on the stage. He will test his new material, 10, 15 minutes. And I fell in love with the Laugh Factory, with comedy. And so I met the founder, and he told me, I'm from Vegas originally, more or less my second home. I said, do you have a place in Vegas? He goes, no. I said, can I open one with you? And my friend who directed the Rodney Dangerfield films, his name is Harry Basil. So the three of us, he allowed us to open a place in Vegas. Then Harry found another place in Reno. He opened it. Then we found another place in Covina that we own it. We don't own the brand. We cannot open one on our own.
Yep.
We have to get the approval from the founder.
Wow. It's such a branded, that's a branded property. That's a great media property.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
It is. And we've done really well. And I love it.
Hi, how are you? Good. Did you used to do Pilates too?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Yeah, we're thinking,
I'm dressed for it, so I'll tell you.
nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. How are you?
Doing okay. How was your drive over from Venice?
It was good. It was good. It's just lots of rain. I'm based in Canada though, so I mean we drive in like foot of snow and
Like schools are canceled today.
I know. Yeah, back home it wouldn't be. But we live a few hours from Vancouver, so we're in the mountains. So that's why we even drive a truck and a BMW and then got a truck. But it's just another day. The only thing here though is the flash flooding. Like there's certain areas of the.
Mudslides, like Renee sent me some mudslides, streets are closed.
There's some areas even in Venice, which is weird. It's kind of, I mean, that's the eerie part because we're not that close to the water. But you see the streets and I'm like, holy, like this is getting, you step out and it hits your ankle. I said, my gosh. Yeah, and there's two other people too I talked to. They're like, the water, the house, there's a leak. And I'm like, what's going on? And then you said to me this morning, I said, oh my gosh, what's happening? What's happening?
We're not used to the rain. Yeah. We're not used to the rain.
I said, Joseph's the third person in 24 hours to tell me about some leak.
Well,
Nice to meet you too.
Seriously. That's a good question. How do you describe? What's your dad like? You will say, I'm sure the word crazy is in there.
You just want to be flattered. You're the best.
Oh, I just want to be flattered?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be flattered. I want the truth.
No, it's big. I'm telling you, yeah. I mean, it drew me in. I love it.
So all of these, those are all hers.
Can you bring one down that you like?
Sure. And let me bring others. There's some
Joseph, MTV Cribs, tell me what we got here. We got the boxing gloves. Tell me about these sunglasses.
Muhammad Ali.
Oh,
Yes.
look at these hats. Wow. Tell me, okay, what's the story behind these sunglasses? These are beautiful.
Sunglasses is the photos. You're going to see the guy who shot the pictures. He
Okay.
got me these sunglasses.
Oh.
He shot me with those sunglasses. But this is,
Wow.
I have my little office here.
Oh, yes, the toilet. That's where the magic does happen, though. Beautiful.
There's a sauna in there.
Oh,
I
beautiful.
take sauna every day.
Wow.
Every day with the shower.
Oh. What time do you wake up?
7.
7. Oh, okay.
It's my little office here. It's not well organized.
Hey,
That's what I work from here.
look at that. Oh, yeah, okay. Wow. Look at that. Presented to Joseph Merhi. Certified Emmy Records. Now that's what I call music. What is this project here? Oh, wow.
This is from a television series. Barry Gordy's son and I did, and Barry was involved in it a little bit.
Wow.
You know, Barry, and that record became a
Oh, geez, look at these.
You know, so
There was that picture. What did you say? Oh, you bought an apartment building
yeah.
in, where was it? California, and you kept two. You like it. Oh.
Oh, well, no.
So just so everybody knows, the voice you're hearing, this is her. This is Dahlia. Look at this. That's beautiful. He did a nice job.
Yeah, he did.
That's
They
incredible.
wanted to go bigger, and thank God. I'm like, no.
Yeah, go
That's beautiful.
Back up to see the how big it is. You gotta back up, way back up. This is the same guy who did all the photos right here,
Wow.
and he did this and he sent it to her.
Look how big this is, everybody. Just as a perspective, it's basically the wall. Yeah. So Dahlia's affirmation to herself is she loves herself. And I think this needs to be a message that's spread. I think it's great.
That was Joseph's idea, Ryan.
Hey,
This is the photos that
beautiful.
he shot. Yeah.
So did he shoot them and give you the prints, or you guys took the file and got them
He
printed?
did everything.
Wow.
He did everything for us.
That's beautiful.
Artistic.
He did the bricks because of
His name is
developer.
Well, I guess to Joseph's point, sometimes you got to take a chance. Sometimes people that
Look at
reach out,
this.
not everybody's
It's a
good.
laugh factory.
Wow. Jeez.
Business.
That's
He did
gorgeous.
that. He came up with all these ideas himself. He's this guy.
Beautiful room.
That's when I first met Con.
Wow.
Right there. We took photos at the time. My favorite movie. It's a Wonderful Life.
Wow.
And Cinema Paradiso. You'll see it in the garage.
So you're having tour buses now.
I have
Stop
tour
by
buses.
your home. So tell me. So when I first talked to you on the phone, you seemed apprehensive about your newfound fame.
Yeah.
And now I think you became one with it. So on your calendar now, you have room for media events in the week
I
time.
don't know. The guy, what happened, I was leaving and this bus tour, they were just taking pictures because they still come because Rod Stewart lived here. They say, oh, this is the place for Rod Stewart. And they were taking pictures, and it was like 11, 12 of them. And I said, hey, you want to take a picture? Come take a picture. So they took some pictures. And Rodney, the driver, he made a lot of tips because he brought him in. So now he comes in, and every Sunday he said, can I make
Wow.
can I bring him so I can make some tips?
Wow. This is beautiful. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Do you guys have a theme you think when you design the home? Maybe that's a question for Dahlia, but the way you furnished it, did you guys kind of